What's up, people? We are back with more of Sound of Poison Fall into Drop. What the fuck did I... Holy shit, I butchered that so much. I actually meant to say Sound of Drop Fall into Poison, of course. But, yeah, we are back with more of that. I'm guessing I'm just gonna call it Sayo's story, because despite being still a little bit confused, because I thought that, like, when that true ending happened, that sort of just... at least the entire story was over, and then you sort of had to replay it again and make different choices to try and get the other true ending, so that you would obviously, because of choices being present, the narrative changes into branching paths, you know. So because of that, I was thinking that the story would just defer because of those choices, but apparently it just continues from a different perspective. So yeah, we're just gonna continue with this. She decided to meet up with that new girl whose name I've already forgotten. I think it's Minato, because it's right there in front of me, at the coffee shop to go towards Manten Aquarium. Next day, I enter the coffee shop at 5 p.m. I come right on time, but there is no sign of Minato. Since I don't participate in any clubs, I still arrive in plenty of time even after stopping off at my house. I take a seat by the window and order a club soda. The new sandwich posted by the door looks delicious, but as I'm not hungry, I don't order one. I wait for her for about 5 minutes. There she is, Miku Minato. Sorry I kept you waiting. It took a little while to get changed. I thought that might be the case. I anticipated this by changing before coming. It took a while to get changed into the exact same clothes I was wearing last day, huh, Miku? Be that as it may, in an area as heavily patrolled as Manten, it's easier to move about in regular clothes than in school uniforms. Alright, of course it's the next day, she went to school, so okay. That makes sense then, of course. I don't know why I'm thinking about... Yeah, we don't have school uniforms here, so I didn't take that into account. Still, with Minato looking like an elementary schooler, I have my doubts as to how effective this will be. Wait a sec. As soon as Minato arrives and puts her bag down, she stands back up right away. Some time passes before she returns, having bought a sandwich and the iced cafe au lait. Yeah, something with milk I think it means. My French sucks. I haven't eaten yet. Can we get a bite? You're asking me after you already bought it? Are you sober? Time to eat. Itadakimasu. I feel irritated, but Minato's cooperation in my investigation of Manten Aquarium is essential. As Minato eats her sandwich, I drink my club soda little by little, slowly. It's the roast beef and mascarpone cheese sandwich that caught my interest earlier. The thick, acidic scent that wafts my way is without a doubt a dressing with balsamic vinegar as its main ingredient. Oh god, I'm drooling already. The seemingly homemade roast beef doesn't seem to have many slices, but each one is thick. Are they gonna continue to describe the food in such detail? Because holy crap, my stomach is starting to grumble as well. Or growl. Arr. The cooked parts and the tinge of redness seem to create a good balance. Sayo-chan, what's up? Nothing. You wanna bite? You wanna bite? Say Are you stupid? Oh, you don't? This is my first time eating with a friend, so I'm not good at reading the situation. I'm not so good at this kind of thing myself. Still, don't just call me your friend. To be sure, her observation was correct, but I don't exactly want to share her sandwich with me, or want her to share her sandwich with me. If I'm going to have some, I'll buy my own. Minato eats the rest self-consciously. There's not really much conversation, and only when she's finished drinking her iced cafe au lait, does she suggest, let's go. That was delicious, but I'm full. Probably ate too much. What? You knew you weren't going to finish it earlier? If I had known, I would have accepted your offer. So it wasn't that you didn't want it. I have my reasons. Well then, let's try sharing next time. I wonder if there will be a next time. The rumors of Manten Aquarium, as well as the truth, all of it might be revealed today. 2 hours later, our efforts prove fruitless as we stand stock still at the entrance. With no results, the air between us is gloomy. How weird. Yesterday when I was walking, the door was wide open. I see. Do you hate me? Not in particular, although I didn't like you to begin with. Sayo is so sort of distant from a neutral stance. That's just her neutral, always distant with people, it seems. Why does the discussion of whether or not I like her keep coming up? She wants a friend. She needs a friend. What's most important right now is ascertaining the truth of the rumors. Minato doesn't appear to be lying, in which case the mystery of the deep-sea fish booth deepens further. What was the difference between yesterday and today? We have no choice but to look back inductively. I wondered if it was because we were together, so we tried one at a time, but nothing changed. So, what else? Minato appears to be in thought, but finally a troubled look appears on her face, and she answers with a tone of supplication. The difference... I don't know. Why? Well, tell me again from the start. From the beginning. I came to have fun at the seemingly normal Manten Aquarium, and some guy called out to me. Speaking of which, I heard him talking about Manten Aquarium's urban legends. So we need to go to him. If we don't find him, we won't learn anything. You don't remember anything in particular about him, do you? When he called out to me, I thought he was just hitting on me. He was a tall man, but anything more detailed than that... Oh, it was Kenji, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was Kenji. This sounds like the exact same situation. Is Kenji like the gatekeeper? He determines which people are exposed to the alternate Manten Aquarium? Because the situation that Miku describes is exactly the same that happened to Mayu and Hinato. I forgot her name, goddammit. I'm so horrible with names. It's something with an H for sure. Himeno, that's it, Himeno. Himeno-chan, she says, looking flustered. I wonder just how optimistic we can be. If we're ambushed within Manten Aquarium, we may actually meet the guy Minato is talking about. I quickly deny these thoughts. Despite hanging around Manten Aquarium for a while, we find no clues, so we go to the club to do some research. In other words, we're going completely in circles. Sayo-chan, are you mad? I'm not really mad at you. Sayo-chan, are you a detective or something? What? Are you stupid? You just don't talk like a normal person is all. Sayo-chan, are you investigating Manten Aquarium? It doesn't matter, does it? Not good. I want to be your friend, Sayo-chan. I don't want you to hate me over something like this. Ridiculous. I click my tongue, then sigh a heave a sigh. Minato's point of view is always so different from mine. I had not the slightest idea how the conversation ended up this way. This is enough. I'll investigate on my own. Sayo-chan. As I start to leave Manten Aquarium, Minato calls after me. If you have time this weekend, I want to come back here with you. If you're looking into those rumors, Sayo-chan, I'll help you. Why? I told you, didn't I? I want to be your friend. I want to do all kinds of stuff with you, Sayo-chan. What kind of stuff, huh, Miku? That's why I'm asking you the reason why. Probably because you like music, and because you listen to what I have to say. But it could be something different. I don't really understand it myself. Oh, are we soulmates? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're feeling, Miku? It doesn't matter to me whether or not you're with me. Your thoughts aren't wrong. It's just that I'm asking for my own reasons. I say this curtly, and Minato looks down. After a brief pause, I continue. Next Friday, I'll come here once more. I'll stop off at the cafe by the train station around the same time. Do as you like. Sayo-chan. Later, Jana. Okay, later. Even I don't know why I said it like that. It wasn't like that I like or dislike Minato. She shouldn't mean anything to me. I don't feel at all like I've gotten any closer to the truth. Even so, I have a gut feeling that Minato's experience is directly connected to the truth. Even if Minato herself turns out to be useless, there's no mistake that something may happen that involves her. Not even attempting to hide my irritation, I walk along, clicking my tongue numerous times. Does she really walk around like that? Like, mwah, mwah, with every step that she takes? Mwah. After school, my homeroom teacher suddenly called me out. Minato Miku is homesick, and I'm to take some important paperwork to her. I don't care if there are summons or exam results, so I didn't pay attention. If the family can't come, then friends are asked to deliver the papers. When the homeroom teacher said this, my name apparently came up. I thought about protesting that. Since he was the teacher, he should take it himself. But since then I remembered I was on cleaning duty and could use this as an excuse to skip out. It's better delivering something alone than having to do anything with my vapid, I've never heard of that word, it's vapid classmates. After school, I change and head for the address the homeroom teacher gave me. So it's here. Using a private railway line from the west gate of Manten Station, it takes about 10 minutes. I buy drinks at a supermarket near the station. It is not that far from the station, but even in the small distance I travel, I get the impression that I've long since left the city. Minato's home is on the 12th floor of an apartment building. The building is beautiful and seems to have been built within the last 5 years. The entrance is serene, like a hotel lobby, illuminated by warm colored lighting. I press the button for the intercom, and after waiting for about a minute, I hear Minato's voice. Hi. Hurry and unlock it. The auto lock is released, and I take the elevator up. It's wide enough to fit about 8 people in one car. The interior of her apartment shares its orange-colored lighting with the entrance. The door faces away from the highway, causing the neighboring apartment to seem close. Sayo-chan, thanks. I just came because I was asked to. Minato's apartment is as pretty as I imagined it would be. There is little furniture, and everything is kept meticulously tidy. I figured she would be bad at keeping things clean based on her carefree personality, but that doesn't appear to be the case. There are few utensils in the kitchen, and on closer inspection, dust is gathered in places out of reach. Well, that's a letdown. I can venture a guess at the type of life she leads. I'll leave the documents on the table in your living room along with some sport drinks, club soda, and fruits. I'm opening your fridge. Hey, the meat and natto in here is going bad. The moment I open the fridge, a foul odor wafts out. There's mold growing on the meat, and the natto is impossible to describe. Without a single word, I toss them in the trash. Most of the trash appears to be wrappers for side dishes and junk food. Figures, she barely cooks at all. Even I'm not this bad. I had no idea. That natto is already bad? There's a difference between fermentation and spoilage. Even though it's in the fridge, it's on the verge of going bad. Are your parents not around? Is that why you had me bring these papers in their stead? Uh-oh. I feel a sad story about her parents coming on. I borrow a glass and rinse it out, then pour club soda inside. I decide to have a drink before I head home and sit down on the sofa. Minato seems to have improved after having slept for half the day, So she pours one of the sports drinks I bought into a glass and sits down on the living room sofa. She sits down beside me, but it's a big enough sofa that it doesn't feel cramped. After taking a sip, Minato responds. You see, my mother is a single parent. Without lemon, I'm less than satisfied. I glance at the clock and see that it's already 4:30. Sayo is like, uh-oh, I feel a sad story coming up. It's 4:30. Let's get out of here quickly. The numbers on the clock leave a bigger impression on me than Minato's lonely expression. It was definitely made in Italy. I look around, noting that she owns many expensive things. Including the furniture. Minato gives a small smile at the fact that I show no reaction. Sorry for saying something like that. It has nothing to do with you. That sad expression seems to be saying that it still isn't enough, but I don't exactly care to hear her story. Looking around her apartment gives me a general understanding, but those words confirm the fact that her mother rarely comes home. However, none of that has anything to do with me. For some time, the only sound is that of the clock hand. Time passes as it plays a fixed rhythm. I clean up my empty glass and say to Minato, this really seems to be kind of awkward sometimes. I can just imagine that they are just talking for a little while and then 5 to 10 minutes of silence, and then they talk for 1 or 2 minutes again, and then it just repeats every single time until like Sayo is just done with this. You're like, yeah, I have better things to do. I'm out of here. See ya. Well, I have to go. Hey, Sayo-chan, are we still on for visiting the aquarium we planned for Friday? Minato asked me this after I've stood up. It's not exactly a plan, but why wouldn't we be? My objective hasn't been met yet. You should know that much. Good. I'll see you then. See you then. We go to the same school, but weird is weird. This is how our relationship is. I don't want to be seen as being close to somebody. At least, not enough so that they might think I have a friend. Which is a possibility if they see us talking at school. I'll walk you to the entrance, she says as I'm already on my way out. Minato finishes speaking, but it's a dull thought that causes me to turn around. Uh-oh. Minato? Minato has collapsed on the spot. I call out to her, but there is no response, so I walk back over to her. When I touch her to sit her up, I feel that she has a high fever. Following her fall, her breathing has become ragged. You pushed yourself too hard. Why? I didn't push myself too hard. You came all this way. I just wanted to talk to you. Don't talk. Anyway, you need to lay down on the sofa. It helps that the sofa is so big. As I help her, Minato lies down. Minato has misinterpreted things. It's not that I came to her house for personal reasons, much less a chat. However, now isn't the time to chastise her about such things. Minato's fever is very high. She's short of breath from sitting up, and it seems to be getting harder and harder for her to breathe. Oh no, I thought this would happen. Like, I had this sort of glimpse at the very beginning in the previous video when she said that she saw those things in Manten Aquarium and then actually managed, the floating fish, and then she actually managed to get out. But, because the exact same bad ending happened to Mayu, right? Because there was an option throughout the game where you could manage to escape, and you actually did manage to escape, but then over the course of time you just, you got sick, got harder to breathe, and she just died for unknown reasons to the medical assistance that she was getting. And the same thing seems to be happening to this girl, or at least I have that feeling. I'm fine. Sayo-chan, don't speak. I fill a bowl with water, dip a washcloth inside, and place it on Minato's forehead. Sweat is building up, so I use a separate cloth to wipe it away. A little bit of sport drinks should be okay, so I pour some into her mouth. I'm worried she will become dehydrated. Then there's this Mayweather. May. For some reason, when I read Mayweather, I thought of the freaking boxer instead of, the fact that this particular weather in the month of May. It's been really hot lately, so she's probably really tired from that too. That's basically all I can do, so I devote the rest of my energy to things like changing the water in the bowl. Her physical condition hasn't improved, but the symptoms have subsided somewhat. As this thought crosses my mind, and I glance at the clock, 8 o'clock has already rolled around. Minato seems sleepy, so I lend her my shoulder and put her to bed. As I do, I decide I should leave. According to Minato, her mother should be home soon. Honestly, I feel worried about leaving her to a parent that lets her live like this lifestyle, but Minato insists that she's alright, so I give in. Worrying won't help. I've always had a strong constitution, but it's because of your eating habits. Say something to your mother tomorrow and reevaluate your diet. The cause is clear. Having suggested that, I continue with later. Sayo-chan, I'll get better by Friday. It's fine, so be quiet. I'll go to Manten Aquarium, regardless of whether you're with me or not. There's no need for you to worry about it. So like you, Sayo-chan. I begin to hear the soft breathing of someone who's fallen asleep. As I take a step away and think it over, I heave a sigh, realizing what happens from here on doesn't concern me. Get better soon. Otherwise, this will leave a bitter taste in my mouth. It's more likely than that she can't hear me, but I realize at that moment that her breathing has gotten louder. Just like that, I leave Minato's home behind. What? What the hell? For some reason when I saw the blood I was like, what? Bad ending? What did we do wrong? Apparently, it was that very night that Minato leapt from her apartment building. She didn't crash into the ground, instead getting caught in a tree with almost no injury, but it seems she won't wake up. The point of impact was probably pretty bad. There's also the possibility that she hit her head. What the hell, I'm getting goosebumps. I hear that it wasn't a suicide. I've heard talk that it was because she tried to sit out on her balcony. What? She tried to jump? What? But that's hard to believe. All that's going on around the school is the rumor that Minato took her own life. Being unable to wake up despite having no injuries, the rumor floating around the hospital is that she lost her life energy, the thing that a person needs in order to keep on living. I wish that at least the doctors would refuse such nonsense. It's only a matter of time before her mysterious jump becomes intertwined with the urban legends surrounding Manten Aquarium. Only the most sensational things, with no basis in reality, become part of the rumors. I don't have any desire to track down the whole truth, so for me, the information I've gotten up to now on the subject is enough. Of course, it seems that she won't be coming to school anymore. She isn't getting any visitors either. With nothing but unanswered question, it seems I'm left with a bad aftertaste after all. It reminds me of the flavorless taste of club soda with no lemon in it. I don't know what the frick happened there, but apparently Miku tried to... I mean, it's a rumor that she tried to kill herself, but why would she try and sit out in the balcony when she's sick as well, right? I have no idea what the hell happened there, but yeah, that took a strange turn of events, but... Alright, we're just gonna end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video of Sound of Poison. Fall into... What? Sound of Drop? God damn it, I did it again. Well, I'll see you. Peace!